Hello everybody and welcome back to FTB Sky Odyssey. My name is Scryptar and this is probably going to be our second to last episode, believe it or not. As you can see next to me right there, I managed to do some more quests. We actually have UU matter. Okay, let's look around. Let's finish this real quick. Quick is different, but okay, it's going. It will finish. Other than that, as you can see from all these drawers up here, I did do mystical agriculture because it was just crafting those seeds, making all those armor cores to do the, well, the armor, obviously, doing all the essence, which is really easy when you can just, duplicate stuff. Yeah, you only need to make one, you don't need to worry about it. There's a couple of machines up here and parts and things, empowered blocks, that's all the other quests that needed to be done. So if we look in here, actually let's do it like this, so this is nice and sorted without stuff in the way, that's all that's left. That is literally all that's left to do. Let's look at the quest book if you don't believe me. 61 quests, so there's the UU meta, lovely. Done! Done! We do need to do the chickens. I'm probably gonna do that at the start of next episode just to show you how it works. Because once you've seen the first 3 minutes, it's rinse repeat. So there's no need sitting there for what's probably about to be 6 hours to get to this guy and just have me watch breeding chickens. That's all there is to it. We don't need the resource, we don't need to do anything with it. We have most of the stuff already. It's just, yeah, waiting until it's done, really. So, yeah, not this mod pack. Did the Nano Saber, did the Gaia Mana Spreader was left to do, and we still have to kill the Guardian of Gaia number 2. We're gonna do that in a second. That stuff is all done. I still have to do the fusion reactor and the vibrant capacitor bank. This is not really a big deal at this stage. Since I was doing that, I did all the upgrades to Ender IO. I made the stuff you need for UU matter, which is basically that one, Matter Fabricator. You let that run. It just, you just put power in there and it runs and produces UU matter. And as soon as you have 1 millibucket, right click it with a tank, so it transfers to the tank, slap a infinite upgrade on there, and you're done. That's what I did. It's so cheaty, it's lovely. Metal former, that was left to do. Then all of these over here, they took a bit of things. Yeah, the weird stuff in here. That's the top row of the drawers up there in the background. Mob spawner, I went to Nether, brought in a couple mob spawners. Well, basically, you just go in there and you break spawners. For this one you don't need them, but for this one you do. You do need a broken spawner, and then you just slap a core on it, and that's that. For this one, it's just Ender IO crafting. We had all of that at that point since I upgraded the machine, so no problem. Did the mystical agriculture armor, did the gem armor, which is quite nice. Not gonna get into not this mod pack. Repeatable quests, all good. And that, so let's hand all that in. That should give us a couple things. Yes, please. All of these we have to do manually. I know, I don't know why, but it is a thing, it seems. Okay, sure, yes, that one too. Thank you very much for all the patronage. Whatever, where are we? 3.4 million. Not that we need it for anything. But as you can see, there's only the little bit of magic left, which is Thaumcraft and the Gaia Guardian fight. And the chicken. That's it. And then, yeah, there's these, right? That's easy money. I mean, look at that. 3.65. 3.81. So, yeah, 150, 160, something like that. And then we have to do these. And this is what we're going to do next episode. So, there's stuff that is a little bit interesting. We need a fusion control computer, which is a multi-block, if I remember correctly. And it needs to do this. We have the clay matter. This seems to be something that has to be crafted from 2 different things. Yeah, it's just putting together pieces. I'm probably going to set this up in a way that we only have to do the last craft and then we're done with it. How about you? That we can do right now. It's 1,000,000 life points. That altar can't hold that much. So I'm going to be standing there pricking myself until this is done. How long do you take? It doesn't say how long it takes, but it needs a tier 5 altar, which we have. We have the clay matter. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do that off cam and show you when it's done. This is all the Botania stuff, which needs more Botania stuff. I leave that to Scott. We do need the Gaia Spirit. We have that from the Gaia Guardian 1 fight. Scott did all that already. And this is what we're going to get into today. We're going to do the Thaumcraft stuff. This thing, I think, yeah, you can buy that actually. Makes it easy, right? So we don't have to do all of it. That's lovely. And then it's really just that. Ugh. We need the TARDIS generator for that. I'll probably set that up before we meet next time, because this is just a humongous crafting effort. And it's just really me putting blocks down. I mean, there. Come on, turn. Turn, you bastard. Can I zoom in, zoom out? Oh yeah, I can, sort of. You see this humongous structure? That's bigger than our base right now. And when it's done, it looks like a TARDIS. That's why it's called the TARDIS generator. And it seems like you need that. You need to buy the blueprint, then you can build it, and then you need that to get these crafting recipes done. So I'm probably going to set that up, and then we're just going to do that. And then there is just this. Visit Dimension X, which I've actually started up somewhere. It's probably the last direction I look at. Right here. We should have gotten one more. There, donkey trophy. There you go. So these are Odyssey portal frames. Right here. It's chiseled marble and a block of ender pearl that makes these frames. And you need to set them up in a 5x5 without the corners. And then put the trophies on top. So once we have all the trophies, we put them on top. This creates a portal, same as the end portal that we set up. And then we just jump through, and that completes this mod pack. So, off to Thaumcraft, over there. So, how do you start with Thaumcraft in this mod pack? Scott has already started some stuff over here, it looks good. These crystals you can buy in the shop, they don't really cost anything. You put them on stone, they will start to spread. I think you only had one here, so they do start to spread. You break them, and then you get these crystals that I have in my inventory. You've already seen that, so there's not much I can show you there. I'm going to put them into these doors, which obviously have vending upgrades. Why wouldn't they, right? And there's one more. Yeah, one always gets stuck on the cursor. Don't know why. So these are the 7 you can buy. Well, these are the 7 you can buy, and once you bought them and broke them, these are the 7 crystals you get. And there's a siren in the background. That's lovely. Nice, I hope you can hear that, so you have as much fun as I do. Purple Niter. Alright, so how do you get into this? You do need a cauldron, a crafting table, and a bookshelf. And once you have that, you do need some Salus Mundus. Do we have that in here? Salus? No, we don't. Do we have that in here? We did make that already. Oh, I'm out of range. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, come on. 40-something blocks? Thank you. Salus Mundus. We don't have Salus Mundus. Oh, well then. Pfft, that's weird. We should have. It's probably up in my storage crate there for safekeeping so nobody steals it. What is that? Preserve curiosity. Well, not that curious. So, Salus Mundus. Let's get started with that one. Salus. There you go. To do this, take 3 whisk crystals of different types and combine them with redstone dust by crafting them with a flint and a bowl. We did that already, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So let's take redstone dust, flint, and a bowl. Redstone dust. Do I have flint in here? Oh, I do. Look at me. What I do not have in here is a bowl, but I might have that in here. Yes, I do. And now I need 3 crystals, so I need to get over there again. I probably should have brought a crafting table on a stick. Do we have... there's Salus Mundus right here. See? I thought so. I knew it was going somewhere. So we need 3 crystals of different type, doesn't matter which ones. Crafting table on a stick. Thank you. Lovely. And then we just throw that stuff in there. Hold W while you click. That works. And there you go, Salus Mundus. Now to activate the Thaumcraft quest, I think you have to have that and then go sleep. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go and stick that in here, so we have infinite amounts. And that's good. We're going to need that for some of the things we're going to do. That's basically how you start. So if we had a cauldron right now, like one of these, I'm going to go over here because we don't technically need that. I'm going to take one of these, I'm going to right click it, Magic is going to happen. And there you go, we get the Thaumcraft Crucible, which we already have over here. Same happens with the crafting table and the bookshelf as soon as you hit it, so we're not going to worry about it, we're just going to leave that there. Scott already hooked up a sink to this and put a niter underneath. You can use just any flame, really, so piece of netherrack and flint and steel works. As soon as you have a niter, you can put that there because that's fire that doesn't spread, and you see it bubbling. That's cool. So, niter. How do you make niter? You take a piece of glowstone, I believe. That is definitely something you need. Then you need... I would go for a piece of coal. And probably 2 torches. Why am I going to do that? Scryptar, what is it that you're doing here? Well, if you look at this, if you hold shift, you see there's an aspect. There's that candle and that wolf. And right here there is what seems to be a fist holding a lightning bolt and a piece of fire. Yeah, that's that. And there's even stuff in here. Pretty much everything has that. That's the aspect that is sorted to different types of material. Some of them have more than others. As you can see, the final star is definitely something. And in Thaumcraft, you combine these to do different things. So you throw these in the crucible. Like, whoop. If I can ever hit it. And since I have the goggles on here, the goggles of revealing, it shows me what's in here. Which is really nice. So we have 10 locks, that's the flame, and we have, I think it's this one here, the 10 peritio that we need. Yes, and then you right click a piece of glowstone and you get a niter, which is a flame, and also a piece of fire and a piece of light, and yeah, you can just place that there. It's lovely. And you need that for crafting, for different things. So that's how you get started. How do I know that? Well, I do know that because I looked it up. There is a book. Obviously, there's always a book, right? Do I have? Yes, I do. I do. I also have that. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Whoop. Thaumonomicon, where are you? Are you in here? Engineer's manual. None of this looks like a Thaumonomicon. Do I actually have to do that myself? Do I really? No, that's not what I wanted. Thaumonomicon. That one. No recipe. This one has a recipe though. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna get straight to that because why not, right? So once you buy this, you basically unlock everything that Thaumcraft has to offer. As you can see, I bought this and now I have access to all the things. There's niter stuff right here. Alumentum. So you need to have these aspects in the cauldron, it needs to be bubbling, and then you right click with whatever is up here to make the thing that's up here. That's all there is to it. And there's a lot of crafting things in here, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things you can do. Thaumcraft is a really cool mod. But what we want to do is get to the infusion. We want to set up a runic matrix, you want to put some pedestals around, and eventually make this. And it's actually gonna show you how. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Yes, it shows you what you need. You can click on that to see how it's made. And I'm gonna do this off cam because it's really just what we've been doing here. So, let me get these crystals out of the way because we need some space, and I'm gonna be right back with you. Well then, I upgraded a little bit, as you can see. We have more drawers, we need more space. I also have some more crystals, as you can see. Now, you might be wondering, how did Scryptar get those crystals when there's only 7 in the shop? Well, let's have a look. So you already saw when we put stuff in here that has an aspect, it starts bubbling around and you can see the different icons appearing. Yeah, those are those different crystals basically. So what we have in here is Metallum, Herba, Vitreus, Instrumentum, yeah, all those different things. Okay, so how and why and what the heck? Well, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. We come back over here. And then we're just gonna throw them in here. Yeah, as you can see, mostly full. We have 207 Vis, or V, or whatever you want to call that, it's Vis, available in this arcane crafting table. So in here we do our arcane crafts. I'm gonna put the rest away. That's why I put the controller there, because that's way easier, right? Cool, so there are arcane recipes. For example, one of the things we want to do is a water jar. And this is used to store basically what we're currently extracting per crystal, to store that in a jar as a liquid or gas, and that is just way more convenient. And we need it later on. So how do we make water jars? As you can see, we need to do this in the arcane workbench. We need some glass pane, any glass pane, and any slab. And we need to have 5 vis available of any kind. It doesn't matter what it is. Alright, well, we can do that, right? So let's do this and put a slab on top. 4 vis, 5% discount. That I think is because I have the goggles on. And then we have a water jar. And since we don't want to do that over and over again, yeah, you know it, right? I'm gonna put that, I don't know, just here. And now we have infinite amount. Lovely! So that's done. That's one of the crafts you can do. Another one is this one down here, the glass vial. That's just a regular crafting recipe, one of the first things you want to do, basically. And this you can use to store tiny amounts of this, the same as the water jar can do, just less. If you want to carry stuff around, if you want to fill up jars manually, this is basically your bucket for Thaumcraft. One of the other things we need to do is this. We want to have arcane stone. For that you need any vis crystal and stone. And you don't even need that bench, which is quite cool. I do have my crafting table on the stick here, so let's use that. We have stone. We do this, and obviously I don't have any crystals on me. It would have been too easy. Let's do it again. At least this crafting table on a stick doesn't pop out all the stone to the ground. It puts it back to your inventory. There you go, arcane stone. Quite a lot, actually. And we're going to put that in here. Yep, you know it. We're going to take 4. Do this. Get arcane stone brick, which is the next thing we need. Put that in here, and I believe there is also slabs. Yes. And that should do the trick. So these are used to craft the big structure that's going to sit here in the middle. And with that we're going to do our main arcane crafting. So, let's take this quartz, put it in here, and as you can see we get quartz slivers. Yeah, a lot. Let's take those out, put them in here, and just grab 3 stacks or so. That should be fine. Or 4, yes, I don't mind. Then we're going to come over here. And we're just going to start throwing stuff in here. So what do we have that actually has an aspect? This one has an aspect. Why wouldn't we use that then? I seem to be too stupid to put that in there. There you go. So now we have 12, whatever that is, in there, right? And to get that out, we just throw this stack of quartz slivers in there. Whoosh! And as you can see, it gave us 6 Terra Vis crystals. Do we have those already? We'll find out. Yes, we do. Now they're in there. So that's how you get those crystals. That is what you use the quartz slivers for. And there are quite a lot of things that do have aspects. So let's have a look here. You press U on anything for uses, and you get this up here. Aspect from item stack. And you can see this has Herber, and it does have Fabrico. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. If you press U on this one, there's Bestia or Bestia, Alienis, Bremunio. Yeah, there's all the different kinds of things. So each one of those can turn into a crystal, and you want to have each one of those. So we're going to go through some items, or I'm going to go through some items here, to try to get all the crystals done, and then I'm going to be right back, and we're going to do the next thing. Okay, I set up some of these jars. That is as many as you need. As you can see over here we have all the crystals. There's 35. If I remember correctly, you can count. You can stop the video and count. So I set up, I think this is 36 jars. It's 4, 8, 16, 32, plus the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's 36. So we should have 1 for each aspect of Thaumcraft. Now, how do we get stuff in there? Well, we need to do some more crafting. Let's have a look then. We need the Essentia Smeltery, which needs a crucible. This is the Thaumcraft crucible, so we need to do 1 more of those conversions. Unfortunately, the one over there I actually threw away. Alright, let's get another cauldron real quick. Put that over here. Slap some of this here on it. Lovely. What else do we need? I just want to say I should probably save that up here, and I already have. We need a furnace, we need some cobblestone, and we need some brass plate, which is not EMC-able, so we have that up there in the drawer. Yeah. It's brass. I mean, what do you expect? It's not much to it. Not at this stage, anyway. And what did I say? Cobble. Always need more cobble. Yes. So this is a recipe that has to be done on the arcane workbench. We need to have 2 ignis vis crystals in there, and it needs a total of 250 vis. Do I see that right? That is... Oh, that's a different recipe. That's the one I wanted. Oh, Thorium Essentia Smeltery. That's a bigger one. Yeah, that later. We'll get to that. Alright, so let's get this done. Let's go over here. Let's click on this. Let's do... Oh, we need the furnace. Sure, we need a furnace. Crafting table on a stick to the rescue. Furnace real quick. I could have probably just pulled that out of my EMC storage, but then again, this is as fast, so who cares, right? There you go, put that in there. We do have the required ignis that actually lights up. It's lovely, right? And then we get this. Woohoo! We're gonna take you and we're gonna put you straight here. It's probably not the worst idea I ever had. So as such, it's not doing much. It needs more things. This is basically just a smeltery. Yeah, this is just something to heat up what you're actually gonna need. So we also want the arcane alembic, which is this. That needs some great wood planks. Is that any wood or great wood? No, plank wood, so it doesn't matter. Essentia filters, which need a silver wood. It seems it needs silver wood. And some gold. So let me craft up some more of these. As you can see, it's just the same deal, right? You need this type of crystal this time. It's again 50 vis and some more of these plates. And then we need to slap some... I can't even remember which ones. One of these things need to be slapped on that. I'm going to show you in a second once I find them. It all looks the same to me. I have moved. We were over there, we're now here. Now why is that? I do have this lovely little caster's gauntlet, and as soon as I hold this, you see in the top left corner there is some additional information. There is this thermometer style gauge, which is full with some green, is that green or blue? I don't even, yeah, well, something like that. That's the vis that is in the area. This. It's not that much. When I stand over here, you see, there's not that much. Over here it's better. And just now we were over here. It is refilling, it was completely empty. This is where that arcane table was. So over time it will regenerate, but you can see there are a lot of spots where we have way more vis than we have in the immediate vicinity here after crafting. I did craft a bunch. All of that up here. And that took a bit of a toll. Couldn't craft the last thing, so I just moved this table over here. That made it easy. Last thing I did was these. So they need 100 vis, and I had 95 left in that area, so I didn't have enough. It also needed one of each of these crystals. And that's basically how that works. Now I have 58. If I wanted to craft one more of these, it would tell me I'm 42 vis short. Even though I do have the crystals, I can still not craft it. And the easiest is just, move that table 2 or 3 blocks over, and then, yeah, that works. Right, but what we have now is this over here. We had the Essentia Smeltery before, and as I said, that is a furnace, so I put some Eternalist fuel blocks in here. That works. And then there is the Arcane Alembic. I have 3 of those stacked on top here, which will basically turn whatever you put in here and burn into the Thaumcraft Essence, the stuff we have over there in the crystals. And then these, the Filling Essential Transfusers, which I think are the top tier ones. Yeah, that's the ones I just showed you, the ones I just made. And yeah, obviously I only made one, I put that in storage, because, cheaty bits are cheaty, and that's how we roll. These are going to link up with these water jars and put stuff in there. So if I were to take this, which has a lot of stuff, throw that in here, it would heat up, gasify, liquefy, whatever you want to call that. Come on, do it. It's it's a block of metal. It takes a second or two. Yeah, goes in here, and then goes into these arcane alembics and starts drifting out. And it just picks a jar and goes in there. As you can see, this goes in here. Lovely. And once that is done, we probably get the next bit that was in there. It's slowly draining. So what we really want to do, instead of wasting precious materials, we already did that by getting these crystals, we want to get one of each, throw that in there, and see what happens. Okay, here you go, and you, and you, and you. And this should all liquefy and then find itself a jar. There's some stuff in there. There's some stuff in here. And it might be that there is some residual stuff in here. Yeah, see, there is some stuff in there. There's nothing in there. I remember working. I remember that working a little differently. Oh well, we just have to give it some time, I guess. So I'm gonna fill up these jars. I'm also gonna test out if we can actually use our cheaty tanks with them and just keep them filled up, because this is what we're going to need for the big crafting that's going to happen here in a minute or two. So next time you see this, oh, there it goes. Next time you see this, this should all be full. Hopefully. We'll see. And it is midnight and the siren is over. That's one thing. Guys, this is literally 2.5 hours later. I tried a lot of things to automate this, and I think I finally have something that works. So first of all, I mean, this is essential. This is not a fluid. So any fluid tank, any fluid pipes, it just doesn't work. Forget it. Some of them don't even connect. So that should have given me a hint there, sort of. So what I did in the end, let me walk you through this. We have a storage drawer controller over here with the vials for the different essentials that we have or want to have in these jars, right? So much, so good. So then they have vending upgrades, so we have infinite amount. Even the empty ones, because the empty ones need to go somewhere, and I didn't want to bother with the trash can. So that works. That's good. So then, what happens? This right here is a resonance servo. This pulls out into these pipes. This is a retriever. This pulls out of the pipes and whatever is attached to it. So this is kind of a circuit right here. It goes into these pipes, into the mechanical users, and it pulls out here. This has a filter and says whitelist only empty glass vials. So only the empty vials get taken out. Why is that important? I get to that. Here, I blacklist empty vials. So we don't send empty vials anywhere. We just take them out of the mechanical users, but we don't send them in, right? Then we have filters on here. These are really important, and this is why pretty much nothing else works here. That's why I had to go thermodynamics. We haven't used that in this series, really. Although we have used thermal expansion machines quite a lot, not so much the item ducts. Yeah. So if you look at one of these mechanical users, there's a stack in here, and only a stack. If I fill this up, and it tries to use one of these vials on the jar, it gets an empty vial back. That empty vial can't go anywhere. If it can't go anywhere, the whole operation grinds to a halt. So that doesn't help, right? These filters, though, you can tell them max total items in inventory. I set this to a stack, and it will only ever put a stack of Precantatio Essentia vials in here. That works quite nicely. The mechanical user says use item on block with right click upper left slot only. It's only a stack, so it will be in the upper left slot. Always. Once it uses one, the empty vial goes in here. This fills back up to 64. The vial gets taken out into the duct because of the retriever over here, back into the drawer system. It's gone. We don't need to worry about it. And if you don't believe me that that works, let's switch it on. So this is already on? Yeah, that is on. So we just need to switch these on. One other important thing, what you want to enable is this, allow oversending. Otherwise, this will send, let's say, 5 vials. Only 3 can go in there. The rest gets stuck in this loop. It can't go anywhere, because this only takes out empty ones and nothing else. So if you don't have that on, this thing will glow red and stop working. And then the whole thing stops. Yes, I also have this set to round robin, so it will send one, I don't know, 1 item, 10 items, 15 items, whatever. It will send one of those payloads into here, then the next into here, the next here, the next here, and so on until it, starts back over here. So let's switch it on. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and you can hear the users working. Look at that. Yes, working as intended. Those down there still need some time, it seems. Yeah, round robin is a bit wonky. It seems to be going round robin in these. And when it's done with those, it starts with these. And maybe with that one. We needed one more. I figured out we needed one more. Yeah, but as soon as these are full, as you can see, these should all have 64 now. And these will be taken out eventually. Takes a moment. And now these start filling up. Now why aren't you taking out the empty ones? Oh, you're stuck on something. See how this is glowing? That is stuck on something. I don't know what it's stuck on. Oh, that works. Had that set wrong. Interesting. Should probably have that on then. This is still doing something? I'll still filling these up probably. Huh. No. Should I switch that back off? Ignore all dictionary, ignore mod owner. See, now this thing is stuck on something. And now it's unstuck. So which one is it? It's kind of now sending in a loop here, as you can see. See, now it can't go anywhere again. Whitelist, empty, that's okay. One of these filters doesn't have oversending on or something like that. It works over there! It does, it's the same settings. See, nothing is glowing red or pink or purple. Oh, this one is now. Interesting. Alright, may need more fiddling. I know it works over here. Alright, so let me fix that. And as soon as all those are filled up, we should be good to go. And then we're gonna start building a structure over here. This is getting ugly, and I don't like ugly. You see that, right? It's red, it's purple, it's not working. For some reason, it's not working. It did work for a brief second, as you can see. Also, I messed that up. I had these two jars do the same thing, and that's probably what happened here. To mess this up in the first place. But still, nothing wanted to go up in there, so I had to do that manually. And those are working. Those are not, for some reason. Anyway, they're full. There's 250 of every essence, whatever, in there. And I've set up this. Yeah. So what you want to craft yourself is the runic matrix, and you also need the arcane pedestal. Obviously, yeah, it's in the drawers, don't worry about it. Arcane stone, we had that in the very beginning, I showed you that. And this is the main setup. You have the pedestal in the middle, one block free, then the runic matrix on top. I can't English today. Today and the day after, technically, because it's past midnight already, and I started around 8, I think. Yeah. And then you want to have these 8 just basic arcane stones in the corners of that pedestal. That's how that works. Salus Mundus, to the rescue! Nice, huh? And to activate it, right-click with your gauntlet. Whoosh! Well, that looks way better than before. I like that. That is our arcane pedestal, and now we can do things. You also kind of want to have these pedestals around, because this is where you put stuff, and then in the middle you put the stuff you want to transform, and then it pulls out of these jars whatever it needs, and I think the range is 16 blocks from there to the jar, 16 blocks, or it might be a 16 by 16, so it's 8 blocks. It's all in range, that's all I know. These things also have a 16 by 16 range. Or well, these things, right? The essential transfusers. Right, so this all worked relatively brilliantly. I guess we should have stuck with that and just slapped those crystals on here. Or maybe made one essential smeltery for each of those crystals, and then they would just fill this up. That would also work. Yeah. You kind of don't want to have this in your main base. If you mess up crafting with this thing, you may be able to create a rift. I say you may be able, you probably will be able, and you don't want to, but it's still gonna happen. And that rift is just, it's a rift in space. It rips through your blocks, it destroys whatever. I think it doesn't even stop for bedrock. So you don't want that in your lovely main base. That draconic ball of power over there. I didn't even talk about that, right? I did set that up just to store power. Slapped a creative generator on it, filled up instantly. Yeah, so that's the power we're using right now. Okay, so this is set up. What are we going to do with it? Well, that's a great question. Let's have a look at the quest. Let's see what we have to do. I don't know. Over here. So, I have no idea why that did not detect. Obviously, I did have it in my inventory. Otherwise, I couldn't have set it up. Okay, well, yeah. Well, good. This is a crucible recipe. I just do this off cam. I don't need that anymore. Don't need those anymore. I have those. This is one of those we need to do, right? Arcane workbench. Yeah, arcane workbench. Okay, it's all arcane workbench. Look at that. This one, however, this is infusion crafting. We need stuff. Thaumium axe, aquavis crystal, another aquavis crystal, great wood planks, and rare earth. You can buy those straight from the shop. That's easy. And then you need these in the jars. Instability negligible. So instability is something we need to talk about. This thing, when it's crafting, since it's magic, can do a lot of side effects. To counter those, you can do things with the heads and the candles. You can set up these somewhere in between here. So I can do something like that, 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 and that, and then let's put, I don't know, one here and one here. Kind of go around. They don't need to look nice. They just need to be there. Right? Come on. Shouldn't be flying for this. I like flying. And we do this, and we do that. And the more you have, the better it is. In some versions, I think that's the old versions, you could craft crystals or something like it, and you basically had a basement underneath this, and you had crystals everywhere. And heads, and candles, and all the things. I don't know if the Wither Skeleton Skulls work, but we're gonna have them anyway. Just because. And you can have more than this. This is just my main basic setup right now. Yeah. Should be good. Alright, so. Back to the quest. Is there anything in here other than these tools that need to be crafted in here? Probably not. Well, let's do it then. So we need a thaumium axe, we need great wood planks, we need 2 vis crystals. Start with those. It's these, right? So we put one here, and maybe one here. I don't know if it matters where you put them. I think at one time it did, and then it didn't. It's all a bit confusing. No, wrong button. I did that right. This is the one. No, this. R. A. Thank you. I think they just need to be there. They don't need to be necessarily on the corners. Rare earth, the only way to get that seems to be the shop, so let's do that. No, it's in here, right? Yeah, we're only gonna need one. I just wanted to say we're gonna need about 10 of those or something, but no. Something I forgot. I can do this. There you go. Put one on there. Yeah, that's only one. Perfect. And then we need the axe. Which axe was that? A thaumium axe, which is a thaumium ingot and 2 sticks. Thaumium ingots, do I have that? It's crucible. It's just some iron and some of that stuff. Okay, I make that. Be right back. Right then. This is the day of all the cutscenes. Okay, let's put this on here. We have the 2 crystals. We have the rare earth. That should be it. I think you need that guy, right? No? Is it Satis Mundus? Could be. What the? Very stable. Yeah, that's so nice to know. But this doesn't seem to be working. This is the right crystal, right? Aquavis. One on there, please. Huh? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Let's have a look. Cheetah's Thermonomicon. So this is set up. To get even started, blah 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 blah. We do this, we do that. You can right click on the runic matrix with the casting tool to start the crafting process. This is a caster's gauntlet. It's not doing anything. Okay, well, let's pick that back up. Let's see. let's put you in there. So then we want one here. No, wrong button. One on the other. Oh, I was missing the great wood planks, idiot. Anyway, put one here. Put one here. Give me great wood plank. I probably need two because we still have to do that other two, right? Planning ahead, even though I don't even know if this is working. Ah! Now it's doing something. So it's pulling from the jars. And it sounds like they are refilling. Oh yeah, look at that. They're doing something right. This is still very stable, so we don't need to worry about it. As you can see, it filled up on the first essence, it's now filling up on the second. Once that drops to 0, it's done, it starts the magic. Pulls in these items. That looks cool, right? And done! Gimme! Put the other one on there. Now let's figure out if we can actually do this without having to worry where we put these. So this should be it, right? Everything else is here. Jars are filled up. This is screenshot worthy. Put all of that away. I'm still gonna click. I'm still gonna click. Everything is on here, right? Or is that a different recipe all of a sudden? Of course it is. Ignis vis crystal. Derp. Yes, I just called myself a derp because nobody else is allowed to. Scott still does it. There you go. Do a couple of screenshots here. Because it looks cool. Pull in the things. Yeah, there you go. Ta-da! Second one complete. Lovely. So we did that and that. Whew. Now, the rest is just something we craft in the basic tables, in the Crucible, and the Arcane Workbench. Doesn't really need anything. I have no idea why this didn't complete. None. Oh, because that's a different one. Alright, but you can see this is just standard crafting, right? So I'm going to complete that off cam for you guys. And when we come back the next time, we probably will have a TARDIS set up. It's going to be a thing. And we're going to briefly talk about all the chicken stuff. And then we should be good to go to just need, well, we just need to do this. And that is a bit of a thing. I mean, look at that. Spawn Cow is the fusion control computer, which needs all the different things here. That is crafting, and yeah, I'm gonna set that up and then probably just do a big jump and give you the final product for that. Right. This one, easy to do, it just takes ages because we need to stand there and fill up that pool. Probably need some more capacity runes and stand there for a while to get 1 million life points in there. Alright. But you've seen how that works. Botania we didn't really get into. Weird, right? We didn't do that on Stoneblock either. I mean, Scott did it. That's good. You didn't get to see much of it. Yeah, well, this time also we're not going to do much of it. There will be a pack in the future where we will have to do this. There's one more thing here, that's cool. Purifying Bath Salts, Brain in a Jar, Blank Radar Focus, Claymatter. We have Claymatter, that's not a big deal. These require some pre-crafting. Okay, so yeah, I probably have to do that. That's not what I wanted. I pressed E instead of R. Great. This we can buy from the shop. This is also a big thing. Okay, sure. Still pressing the wrong button. And purifying bath salts. Relatively easy. We put some crystals in there. Salus Mundus on top. Get the purifying bath salts. This is something you would want to have, right? Sounds lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna prepare this and then we're gonna meet right back for the final craft here. Yeah, alright, that took a little bit, and it's now like 2 AM. But we have all of the things here. So, if you look at this, it's all complete. The only thing left to do, really, is this. The spawn pig. And we have all of that. So Claymatter goes in the middle. That's the only thing that really matters. So you go in here, you go in here, you go in here, you here, you there, and now let's have another quick look. How much do you need? 250 of everything. So if they are not full, we will have issues, because if this stops because it doesn't get any more essentia, then we have a problem. It might all completely break down and go to bits. It seems like they are full. Well then. What did I mess up this time? Clay matter, blank radar focus, brain in a jar, purifying bath salts, void seer's pearl. Ow. Yes, I see it. Do your thing. It is doing its thing. Oh, I see sparks. Very stable. It's happening. It is drawing its thing. Where's the stuff coming from? I can't see it. It's going in. It's showing like 130. You see that, right? Isn't it that? Yeah, it's you. You don't... Well, I'm pretty lucky that it's that one, because this side works, right? Oh no, it just stopped working. Look at it. I hate you. Freaking setup. With a little more fiddling I could probably figure that out, but honestly I spent way too much on that already. Anyway, the jar is filling up, so there's still stuff in there. That's all that matters. We could have just filled these up with all of these vials and just left one slot empty for the empty ones, and that would have been good as well. Alright, it's putting over there, sure. Take your time. It's not like we're in a rush or something. Can you actually... And that's probably a bad idea. Is it you? It is you. Look at that. Oh, look at it. Woo! It's still very stable. I don't think that's stable at all. But okay, sure. Do your thing. Almost there. Yeah, sure. And now it's pulling. See that? Oh, wow. Whoosh! And we have a freaking egg. You can stop now. We have a freaking egg. Woohoo! Now that means we should be able to claim all of this and get a trophy because we finished all of this. Nope. Kill the Guardian. Alright. I guess that's a good way to end the episode. Let's go and kill the Guardian. We did get a pig though. A pig trophy, that is. Come on. Over here. Lovely. The egg I'm going to put over in my chest. To the others. I'm going to quickly put all of that stuff away. Don't need any of it. Even you. Okay, I do need you probably. Although, maybe not. Maybe that one is enough. I don't want to throw that away, thank you. And we need you, right? Sky Spirit Ingot? I think so. Where is it? Over here. Always the other way. Okay, this is gonna be loud, just, you know, fair warning. I love the size of this platform. I can actually stand here without a problem. If I go over here, I get pushed back into the middle, but over here is fine. Hey, you! Oh! Yeah, you don't like that, huh? You can wither me all you want. It's not gonna help you, because I'm in range of my beacon. I should actually stand over here, probably. Now I can do this. Boom! Boom! If you load this up and press C, it has an area effect. As you can see all the way over there, it just kills everything instantly. Unfortunately, not the spirits. That would have been cool. Hey, you! Yeah. No. The arrows are still attacking. This guy is going to die the moment he unfreezes. Put some more arrows on that thing. For an instant kill. Well, that's a screenshot. Now I don't know which screenshot to use. And he's dead. Chapter completo! Yes, please. There you go. Ta-da! Lovely. These also complete. I'm not gonna do it. Yes, I am. Here we go. Money. How are we? 4.23 billion. Lovely. Okay. That was something. That was quite something. And with this carnage, I'm gonna say goodbye for today. And we're gonna meet next time with the TARDIS. And some chickens. And the rest of the eggs. And then we're gonna end this in style. I just dropped everything.